Okay, before we get started, go ahead and get all the things together that you're going to need, which is your resin, your mold, your color pigments, embellishments, safety gear such as glasses, gloves, maybe an apron. You need your measuring cups, your stir sticks, and the freezer paper, parchment paper, any of that, or a silicone mat to protect your work area. So I'm going to play a short little clip and then we'll get started.
I've got to show the world all that I want to be and all my abilities. There's so much more to me. Somehow I'll have to make them just understand. I got it well in hand, and oh, how I planned. I'm spreading love, there is no need to fear, and I just feel so good every time I hear
Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take this letter. It's my letter T. I've cleaned it out and everything, and we're going to make a light out of it with real flowers. And I haven't done this yet before with real flowers that are not dry, but we're going to do it today. So let me go ahead and get my resin mixed up. And I've got a few cups because I'm not adding different colors, but I am going to add, well, I'm going to add white on the back, but I am going to add some glitter, a little bit of 4 different colors. It is more of an autumn theme, so that's why I've got all the pretty flowers that I just went and got a bouquet of them, and this way I'll have a good variety, so I don't really need many colors in the dye. I think that'll overdo it. So you know, I got to get down on my knees so I can measure it accurately. I hope I don't do too much that I'm not going to be able to use, but I am going to need a little more than normal. But keep in mind when you're doing your light, first of all, you're going to put down a little bit of just plain resin, no coloring or anything. And then you're going to add your flowers, and you're going to have another little coat of resin. Then you're going to add your lights, which I've got these right here. Let's see if I can find where the camera is. Okay, I got those right there. I'm going to look and see what I think about them before I put them in. I'm not sure. I've got some clear ones too. And get battery operated, because you think about it, you're not going to be able to take it out if one bulb goes bad or anything. And the batteries don't, the battery ones don't do that. Okay. Now that I've rambled a minute, let's go ahead and mix up some resin. I think we're gonna start out doing 12 ounces total. So that's gonna be 6 of each one. You do have a little bit of working time, but not a lot. Hold on, I'll tell you. This is amazing clear resin. That's Illuminite is the name of the company. I've got some Letter Resin ordered, I think. I put it in there. I like it. That was the first resin I started off with. I like this because it's high gloss too. Alright. Let's stand back up and let's start mixing. And we're going to mix this for a few minutes, because there is a lot of it. One thing I've noticed about this resin, even if you see a lot of bubbles in the cup right now, it levels out itself and does not really need the heat on it. I am going to do another letter and do a beach scene in it. So if you're interested, go ahead and please subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. But also make sure the notifications are turned on, so you'll be notified when I upload. And I'm going to be doing quite a bit of resin right now through the holidays, because I am making some Christmas gifts. Okay, I think this is going to be good. We're going to go ahead and pour a little bit in here, and then we're going to let it get tacky a little bit while I'm mixing up the others. I said you only want a real thin coat. Now, I've got these little plastic cups, and I like them because you can throw them in right away in the garbage. This is going to be the glitter. There's a leaf, but that's okay. Well, I had decided not to put glitter in this. I'm going to put flakes, but that's okay because I needed some resin anyway to dip my flowers in. We might do a little bit of glitter though. We'll see how it looks. Okay. I've got these different flakes. You see the different colors, and they'll just sparkle a whole lot. So Yeah, we're going to put some glitter in there too. I thought there was a lot more of this than there is. Now normally when you get it and it's already cut up and everything, you can just take some tweezers out and place it like you want to, which I'm going to move these around anyway. When you're doing large objects like this may sound strange, but it's really true. This is going to be this is the back side of the T right here. The front side that you're going to be looking at is on the pad. But what you need to do is go ahead to begin with and lay out, or at least have an idea in your mind, what you want your decorations to look like, because you're going to be working backwards. But then when you get through, put a thin layer of white, pearl white, or just white, I'm making a mess here, white resin on the back, and it'll make it more illuminating. You can decorate it any way you want to. A lot of the things that I'm going to be doing, like I said, are gifts. So, I mean, it's a unique, no two are alike. Even if you try to get them alike, you'll never get two exactly alike. And that's one thing I love about it. I've always liked making Christmas gifts rather than buying them anyway. To me, it means more for somebody to take their time and actually do something with you in mind. It's a good feeling. See, those leaves, or those petals have fallen off. And I'm just going to scoop them up and drop them back in here. Okay, let me make sure you're seeing it just perfect. Okay. All right. You see how we've got all these flowers all up in here? And this is what I'm going to do with the glitter. I'm just going to kind of move that flower back. Pour a little bit of glitter there. A little there. I'll clean that up in a minute. And then we're going to do the same with the green. I want to make sure that all of the flowers are covered. Okay, y'all, we're going to let this set for a little while, and then we'll come back and check on it, and then we'll add the lights and the final coating. We'll be back. Okay, y'all, we have let this set up. You can see it's hard enough and dry enough to the touch that these won't go anywhere that I don't want them to go. I have decided to use this light. They're called fairy lights. And that's how they look. Kind of a bluish tint to them. I got them from Amazon. Now let me see, make sure I can get that up just right. There's the item number. I think it came like 10 in a box. But it's eHome is the manufacturer. Okay, so we're going to put the lights in, and we're going to put another thin layer of resin. And once that sets, we'll come back and do the final layer, which will be white to make it more reflective. Okay, so you know how I like to do this. I'm going to move this aside and get down on my knees right here so I'm eye level with the measuring cup. We're going to use gloves for this because that got resin on it. It is very sticky. I keep paper towels with alcohol on it just in case I need it. I'm about to get everything moved into one place. In my office, I'll have crafts on one side and my office on the other. That way I can keep things in one place instead of having them all over the house. I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'm going to get my 2 skewer sticks. Lay them right there. This is freezer paper I'm working off of because it's very protective. It's better than parchment paper. I like to use it, and it's not expensive at all. Yes, I do have part A. We are going to make a total of 4 ounces to begin with. Y'all be sure and click on my sunflower coaster video. I am so impressed at how those turned out. And I've actually got people wanting me to make some for them now. I was already going to make some for my sister's niece, and then somebody else saw them and wanted them, so that just kind of makes me feel good. And I'm going to stand back up. I did put the resin back in the box because I don't want to knock it off the table. My mistake. I'm not going to put a color into this. However, I am going to put glitter. Okay. So I'm going to go with the glitter like I've already been using that I just spilled on my desk. I'm going to do a little bit of the green and a little bit of the burnt orange color. I love sparkly things, and the light in there that will be shining off the glitter is going to be so pretty. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a second. We'll get our letter back over here. Let's get our lights that we're going to work with. We've already made sure they work. So we're just going to kind of put them in here. I am going to take off my gloves for this, just to get them in there. There's no rhyme or reason. Do it however you want to do it. Just make sure your little switch is coming out the bottom. I was going to come in here when it was still tacky so I could press it down, but then I decided against it because I knew I would rearrange them 100 times. And we're not going to work really fast because I don't want to move the lights around once I get them set where I want them. I get this one down and the one in the middle pops up. I've got most of it in the resin. There's some of it that's still popping up, but whenever it kind of sets a little bit and is tacky still, I can come in here and push it back down. And then we'll pour the white over it, and we're going to let it set overnight. And then we'll be back and see how it does. So y'all keep on waiting, and we'll get it done in a minute. All right? Thanks for spending time with me. Okay, y'all, I have let this harden, and you see the lights are in there. Probably what I will do next time is wait till this is hard before I put the lights in, and we'll see if that'll be easier. But they are in, they are down, so we're getting ready to pour our last layer, and then I'm going to let it sit overnight, and it'll be ready to pop out tomorrow. But let me go ahead and show you what we've got. We've got the little fairy lights, and I don't see if you can see how it lights up. I'll come back when it's dark and let you see. But we're fixing to pour a white layer on here, which will make it more reflective. And I'm just using pearl white mica flour. Mica powder. And we'll just go from there. I have a cooking show too, and I talk about flowers all the time. It's funny. Anyway, I'm going to mix
6 ounces total of the resin. I don't know if that'll cover it, but I'd rather have to make more than have to throw some away. So let me get back down here like I normally do and get my resins out. It's about time to open some more resin. So I'm getting the eye level, so I'll know it's exact. And we're going to do 3 of part A and 3 of part B. Y'all, these cups are amazing. I got them at Hobby Lobby, and there's 3 to a pack. I can't remember exactly how much they were. They're not expensive. There's 3 different sizes. And to clean them, you just wait for them to dry, run a piece of tape over them and in them, and it's done. I love it. And 6. Y'all be sure and click the subscribe and turn on that bell, because the next one I'm going to do is going to be a beach scene. And I'm really excited about it. I always say have your stuff ready, but I did not this time. Let me get my little handy dandy scoop out so we can get the powder in there. And then I've just got one of these. Kind of looks like the things that you use for your fingernails. But let me show you the pack. And there's a little cup in there for the jewelry. But this was $4.99, and it is from Hobby Lobby, and it's made by a jewelry shop. And if you watch Hobby Lobby, it's like every other week jewelry shop items, that name brand, are half price. So that's when I get it. And you will find a lot of resin stuff, whether it be pigment or whatever. You'll find a lot of that in the jewelry department. I actually got some little starfish out of the jewelry department that we're going to use in the beach scene one. Now I've got these little bitty scoops, and they're flat. Can you see that? They're flat, but they work very well with getting some powder on here. And I'm going to put 2 little, well no, I'm going to put 3 scoops of the powder in there. And like I said, this is pearl white. I got that off of Amazon. Now, I went in Michael's the other day, and their resin department is not that big, but what they do have is some great pigments. And then go to the scrapbook section, and you can get all the glitters to add to your pigments and everything. Boy, I just had a heyday in there. I did mess up and get glitter gel too, but that's okay. I'll use it in scrapbooking. If you want to test and see the color and how it's going to turn out, kind of tilt it to the side and look. And I like this. But no, you know what? I do want it more white than that. So I'm just going to put not even a full scoop. I'm just going to put just a little bit in there. And then we're done, because I know that'll be plenty. I sure hope y'all have enjoyed this video, because I've enjoyed making it. And like, we're fixing to get into, well, I am going to do some Halloween stuff. I can go ahead and make a video out of it. But I'm also going to get into a lot of beach themes, because I've got several family members that love that, and my sister-in-law's house is all in beach theme. So I'm going to make her a light, and we're going to be using this tea mold too for her. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, requests, or anything, leave them in the comments, or you can DM me on IG at Fields of Grace 101 on IG as well. That's where I am everywhere. That was just enough, y'all. And again, we're going to let this sit overnight. I'm really anxious to demold it tomorrow. Alright, y'all, there we go. And we're going to leave this, like I said, until tomorrow. And then we'll come demold it and we'll be finished. So again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, requests, leave them in the comments below or DM me. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, are y'all ready to finish up this project? I know I am. So the lights work. That's awesome. Okay, so let's demold. We're going to loosen it up everywhere. Turn this where you can see. And there you go. Let's turn the lights on. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So that's our resin light with live flowers. So they will be preserved just like that. But you can see the layers. You see my white layer that makes it more reflective. And there you go. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, click the bell and all that stuff. But especially subscribe and click the bell, because this week I'll also be doing several different beach scenes in several different molds. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you for taking the time with me. I appreciate you. Questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, leave them in the comments below or DM me. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I love you and I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed day.